I think one of my most favorite memories with them so far is Valor Disciple contest mode. It's my very first time even doing day one raid. And it was, we didn't get it, but
where you can still feasibly delete a shield. It just takes longer.
Yeah, through my clan, they've helped me become a better person, a more confident person, a more confident player, and I wouldn't be the same without them.
Yeah. Hey, at least you don't sound like you're in a tunnel today. Why? Yeah, my Windows puts my output devices as my speakers all the time. And I'm like, no, I want it to be my headset with my headset's plugged in. What? Fucking disable the whole last fucking thing. Fuck it. Oh, I finally got my forbearance
Destiny ha sido una increíble experiencia y me ha ayudado a escapar de mi realidad. Acá muchos me conocen por mi apodo, Deus. Y gracias a este personaje he sido capaz de hacer incontables amigos, vivir experiencias inolvidables y atesorar también momentos dentro de la vida. Para mí el juego es más que simplemente lo que se ve en pantalla. Han sido las personas, las actividades, los hitos como jugador incluso, y la experiencia y todo este sueño e historia que hemos construido en el que hay un desarrollo de personaje.
I miss self-res. I don't miss it in Trials, but...
I don't miss it in Trials!
No.
But it was real nice in raids.
Yeah.
Because you could pull off some clutch stuff out of that. Or even Nightfalls. It'd be god tier.
Oh, yeah.
Well, assuming it didn't use one of your rests anyway. But I mean, it can still be used to clutch because...
Man, I miss...
Because Extinguish is always active.
I miss... Invis Arc Hunter.
Yeah.
Because
that would have required crouch, which I wasn't a fan of.
Dude, soloing Nightfalls, that was...
Oh, yeah.
I soloed every Nightfall in D1.
Hi, my name is Lillian. I go by Lily Bean Cosplay on Instagram, and I've been doing Destiny cosplay for 6 years. I started playing Destiny in late 2015, and I just fell in love with the designs, the characters in the game, and I went to a local convention dressed as my hunter. From then, I kind of just wanted to keep going. I did House of Winter Fallen Drag, Sweeperbot, Soraya Hawthorne, Anna Bray, my hunter character from Destiny 2. It always has to do with a character that I'm drawn to in some way from a design standpoint. If it's a character that has a bunch of LEDs or, you know, moving arms or something, I look at it and say, how can I make this? Because I want to learn from it. I want to diversify my skill set with my Spyro's Associate costume. That's like a fully immersive costume. I can't see my face, I'm wearing a helmet, and I have 2 extra arms. Savathun was part of the Cosplay Cosmodrome event that Bungie did for Bungie Day, and being able to take a character whose design I wasn't super familiar with yet and create it in real life and then wear it, it was great. There's so many different groups within the Destiny community. You have artists, you have musicians, streamers, gamers, and I think that's really special. Just to be able to show, like, this is what inspires me and this is what I'm gonna do to show that it inspires me.
I'm gonna go cook some snacks, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm gonna go cook some food. I'm gonna leave this on. I'm just gonna take my camera away. Here, I'll just do this. Why did it go to the bottom? There.
It's in.
I'm Dan, aka the Rat Kings crew. I've been playing Bungie games since Marathon 2, and I've been playing Destiny since it launched. I'm so happy to be part of such a creative and passionate community, and I can't wait to see what Destiny is going to do next.
Well, for somebody who's played from D1 to D2, what makes a Guardian is someone who, against all odds, keeps pushing forward, always making the advance, always moving forward. I was introduced to the game by a bunch of friends, military, law enforcement. I'm in the public safety field. Don't have a lot of time to play, but when I play hard. Long story short, a lot of those folks either got deployed, went to other jobs, or just didn't really see them anymore. Complained about the content and not having it vast. I've learned from D1 to D2, the game has definitely grown. And me as a diehard Guardian, I keep pushing forward because I have the confidence and the ability to see what's happening. And now here we are, still playing.
I'm Steve Saylor, aka Blind Gamer Steve. I'm a content creator and accessibility advocate and consultant in the video game industry.
My name is T Morris. People call me T, they call me T-Monster. I also go by Twitch Dad.
When I started looking into wanting to stream, I had known this dude here for about, I think about 10 years at that point. And so I reached out to him. I was like, hey, you know what? I know you play Destiny. Would you be cool at kind of helping me and guiding me through the game? I've never played it before.
This is when I gave you a little bit of honesty. I said, are you sure you want me? Because you see me play, so you know how bad my aim is. It'll be the blind leading the blind. And he went, that's what we'll call it.
All right, there's the Traveler. There's the Traveler in front of us. Let's go. Walk forward. Walk forward. I want you to enjoy this.
As someone who has a disability where it affects my vision, and it is hard for me to be able to play games in general, having someone take the time and guide me through being able to play a game and not try to rush me through things, that meant the world to me.
Where's that? All right. Oh, there he is.
Yes! In any other game, it's usually people don't want to play with a disabled person, whereas with Destiny, I can jump in with T, I can jump in with my friends, and even when we just jump in with random blueberries in the community, we can still be able to help each other out, and that's why I love Destiny.
Did you shoot my friend? That was a bad choice.
It's all about being able to reach out and pick someone up and being like, we can do this together. And that is being a hero. It's being able to lift everyone else up.
It's not about you. It's about the fire team. That's what makes a good Guardian, is when it's about reaching the end goal and reaching it together.
Hello Guardians, I hope you are all doing well. Happy Bungie Day. Here's my idea story of me being a Guardian in Destiny. I started playing Destiny in Destiny when the game first came out. I was a Hunter main back then. Now I'm a proud Titan main. My favorite moments of Destiny will be my first ever raid that I've covered an LFG group and the friends and clanmates that I met and play with to this day.
am Gray, or Gamer Girl Gray. I am an Indian American content creator and community builder on Twitch with the motto Gaming for Greater Good. I started my gaming journey in 2014 when two of my best friends gifted me my first Xbox. And I distinctly remember finding Destiny and staying up the entire night to play the game.
No, get me out, let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out. I'm dead, I'm dead. Not dead yet.
I found a place where I could be myself without any fear of being treated differently for who I was, how I looked, how I sounded.
No, you gotta be kidding me, bro.
When I came out to my community, it was such a monumental feeling for me to be able to see all these people flock together to make me feel welcome and safe and included. That was a feeling that I want to share with other people, this safe space. The charities are honestly a very big part of my stream because I see my content as a means to an end to fight for what's good in the world.
No, God, please help me. No, oh.
Building a happy corner of the internet is just about being able to lift people up in the few hours that they spend with me, creating something that people feel comfortable in, they feel like they can be their authentic selves in.
This game and this community constantly reminds me that we're not guardians just in name. We truly are bearers of light.
It's out.
Eight, 5, 8, 1, 9, 6, 0, 3, 4 is not available.
Hey Siri, you should totes watch my stream. You don't have to actually watch it, but just bring it up. Okay, bye.
Being a guardian to me has shown me how important it is to stand up for what's right and to defend those who are oppressed and marginalized, just like Bungie continues to do every single day. So thank you, Bungie, for being real-life guardians to me and everyone else across the world, the way that you stand up for social justice issues, and make sure that everyone in your circle is loved and cared for. It's truly inspiring. I know that it dictates the way that I live my life on a day-to-day basis.
What website?
Thank you
Bungie
so much,
store.
and eyes up, Guardians.
The new thing's absolutely going to come up for pre-order.
Yeah. I talked to my mom and I was like, hey, do you wanna buy my Christmas gift early?
I'll just wait for the re-release that they're inevitably going to do. Pray. They did with Witch Queen, that's how I got my Witch Queen.
Yeah.
A lot of people will have lost interest like 8 months after Lightfall comes out.
Yeah.
And therefore more pinned to reminder about it. I was honestly shocked when they emailed me that I had qualified for the raffle, and I'm like, no fucking shot. Surely there were millions. And I'm like, wait a minute.
My name is Xavier, but you guys probably know me as Solar Flare. I make 3D animated skits based off of content in the Destiny universe.
Prepare to return to being a god-killing, time-breaking, paracausal space cowboy.
At first, I created content that I thought was creative, stuff you hadn't seen before, things that would be funny situations, but I didn't know how to produce them. One of my friends suggested to me this program called Blender, and so I tried to learn it myself. I taught myself, I made a video. Solar Flare was the main character, and it went from just being the channel name to being the name of sort of who I am at this point.
Guys, we have to be careful. Someone here is possessed by an owl. Who?
Size and brand?
Usually,
also the
around
dough.
2 a.m. when I'm trying to go to sleep, my brain says, hey, it would be really cool
You ever had a pizza bucket
if we went to sleep. But instead, what if we thought about a new video?
They're the little tiny, you know, bite-sized pizza things.
Hey, Steven! The future for Solar,
yeah.
I'm really excited. I'm working on a script and a whole plot, a series of videos. I'm really excited to create an actual storyline.
I think maybe that might be other brands that call them that.
was actually an evil possessed meatball that was controlled by a magical space dragon that was actually controlled by a hive queen.
The Destiny community feels like a group of friends that you may not live in the same area, but every time you go back, it's like you never left. When you get to know the people that
I'm putting Hot Pocket
but
and
also
pizza
you might find yourself
rolls together.
going to one of their weddings 5 years from now, just because you decided to send them a friend request after they danced with you in a Crucible match.
Are you really going to tell me that looks more like the letter V than
I am not going to look at any of the raid weapons because there's some spoiler names in it.
It blows me away just how dedicated people are to creating things in this community. It's just, it's
probably
so cool to see how
it's probably
people are about all of it.
There was a lot of debate whether the normal raid gear would have the accent.
Yeah, I'm glad that it does.
I don't mind if you tie something like dying to it.
Right.
Don't tie an entire aspect.
I don't remember all what you said. I just remember I know you said that word. Oops. Oh well, I'll just turn this down. I don't want to eat on camera.
In other news, somebody I know, the apartment they moved out of 2 months ago, well, it burned to the ground.
Ah, well, that's fun.
That's not even the worst part. They knew the new landlord said she's going to use the insurance claims to kick everyone out. And install better things and raise the rent.
This is not the... Okay. Yeah. Like, I totally get where some aspects of a landlord's being an ass comes from, because my dad, he didn't actually, wasn't a landlord. He was trying to sell his house, and they come to agreement to, like, they live in for, they pay rent for like a year, and then it's pay to own, and then at the end, rent to own, and they'll own at the end. That didn't work out. They fucked the property up. They did a bunch of stuff where they, like, I don't know. They did work on the house without letting him know. Like, even though, yeah, they're gonna buy it. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So there was, like, a lot of shit happening, and I'm like, oh my god, I do never want to be a landlord. No, he got, so I think they still have, like, a deposit system. And so he just kept that, and they also backed out. Yeah. Yeah, but also, I mean, I don't know if my dad wanted to, because that's also a lot of legal fees, which aren't.
Oh, true, but he wouldn't have to pay him unless he Which admittedly, he's pretty much guaranteed.
Right. My dad's pretty like unconfrontational, so he's probably just like, I got the deposit, you know, whatnot and stuff. So. Oh, those are cute.
What?
Oh, the weapons on screen.
Here's a guy, Savage Universe, who's been in the Destiny community for like 8 years running, probably considered now considered a veteran.
And there's two reasons for that.
And the fact that, you know, back in July 2014, I was curious about the game. I was curious about it, and you know, very interested to see what this game, you know, whether this is the game for me. And then to get to a point where I would, you know, get so many dungeon clears, raid clears, go, you know, flawless to the point where I even solo flawless trials. That was two or so weeks ago, and then to meet friends like Vixen, Tony, Lovely Low Live, so it then to be a mod for Miss because she's awesome.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
To have all of that in like 8 years, I wouldn't even believe you back then, but here we are,
their point of
still
view
living
is
the Guardian life.
Well, we showed white people a lot for 4 years, 5 years. But flipping the spectrum doesn't somehow reverse that.
No. It's also sets a thing where you're. It's like feminist is the, you know, wanting to be equal, but then you have like the neo-Nazi feminists where like, no, we wanted to flip it completely. It's like, no, that's not what you want to do. But it's very similar to that. I'm not gonna say similar to that, but it's you know,
same concept.
Same. Yeah. And it's like, okay, I get what you're trying to do, but don't exclude people because you're trying to get minorities. Like, you need to at least throw a bone every once in a while to keep others, so they don't feel like they're now that minority. They're not the focus.
You're not getting rid of resentment. You're just flipping who's resentment.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally the exact same thing with what with feminists like you brought up, or the crazy members of the LGBTQ who are like.
Or back in the day, Black Panther. Yeah. Or I guess they're still around, but. Black Panther was a all-black, like, they were an extremist black group. They were also very violent, and their idea was they should overthrow the, like, okay, I don't want to speak for them, but from what I gathered, they were very like, no government because it's controlled by the whites and we should be empowered, or like we should be better. Yeah.
And I'm like, and they're a minority among their group. That is a fact.
Yeah.
It just baffles me that these people don't understand. The one that makes them just as bad as the people who oppress them. And two, it's just if it goes on for long enough, we're literally just in 200 years we're just gonna have the exact same thing you're doing right now, and we're just gonna flip the spectrum back. It's just gonna. If that's all we do, we just keep flip-flopping every 100 years of who's in power. There's no balance ever being achieved.
Hey, soy Colossus. Desde mis inicios como guardián hace ya 7 años, jamás creí que llegaría tan lejos. He puesto fin a incontables amenazas y he conseguido las armas más exóticas. También he explorado el sistema solar durante años en busca de las respuestas más
they could achieve a perfect balance as far as like the community showcase, because it's not politics, it's just showing off, the community.
Verdaderamente a un guardián, los compañeros que están a tu lado en cada aventura. Ya
You gotta learn that, alright.
Ser guardián va más allá de uno mismo.
We'll show more, and then like, sure, go ahead, if it's the LGBT, month, or Black Month, go ahead, focus on them. But the rest of the year should be also focused on everyone, not just one group.
Es por eso que mi mejor momento en Destiny fue encontrar a mi clan, ya que a partir de ahí, mi destino tuvo sentido.
If it's Indigenous Peoples Month, fine, focus on a few Indigenous
Where's that month?
I don't fucking know, I just know there is one.
Okay.
I don't even know if it's celebrated here in America, honestly. Wouldn't surprise me if it wasn't. God knows we treat our Native Americans like fucking shit. We want to talk about people who have put up with a lot of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the Native Americans.
Dude, you know what gets me? Is, this also comes for Latin Americans.
Yeah.
There are people that think that, Native Americans or indigenous. I don't like that word indigenous. It just doesn't sound good to me. Native American. There we go. And Latino or the Latin community or offspring are not like aren't a race. Less about Native American, but I have seen people, but like Latin. They're like, especially when their skin color is white, and they're like, no, I'm from Mexico, I'm Latin, and they're like, that's not a race. And it's like, what? And they're basing it on because of the stupid, like when you're like doing government shit, you know, it's like, are you white, black, Asian, Native American, I think is in there,
and then there's
Latino Hispanic. And it's usually not race. That's like something else. Sometimes it's broken up differently.
Ethnicity.
Yeah, it's an ethnicity. And it's like, yeah, it's an ethnicity, but it's also a race. I mean, like, the Latino people, I mean, are...
This fucking pseudo-continent of them.
Yeah. I mean, it's like Mayans, and, I mean, technically, Native Americans are like, you know, they're cousins with all of, you know, all of that. And it's just like, these people just bow them like, no, just, your ignorance is showing, stop, shut up.
But yeah, like, as a Native American myself, I've done some research on the true history, not what they teach in American high school.
Yeah.
Because that shit's fucking warped and
Dude,
and
there's like, in the, what's taught, there's like no Latin or you know, like that type, like history at all.
No, none. But I mean, what is taught about Native Americans is so obviously skewed in the Americans' favor. Like, whoa, we saved them. The fuck we did?
I don't know what book you were in. My history book didn't say that, but it didn't deny that too at the same time. It was very vague and very like, yeah, we came over and we're like, oh yeah, it could be too, yeah.
He was like, we saved them from themselves. And somebody was literally like, bro, what are you on? Like, where can I get some of what you're on?
Right.
Holy shit.
I was talking with Chandler because of the Fortnite leak. I was like, okay, so Fortnite leak, that's the first like official outside of Bungie collab.
Yeah.
I hope we get more. And then we were thinking of ones, and we thought like Final Fantasy 14 and Destiny, and I was like, oh, that'd be really good. Like the Dragoon spear could be a glaive, and the weapons in Final Fantasy 14 could be like the axe. Savathun's axe could be for warriors. Yeah. I was just like, oh, these are such great ideas.
Do with certain classes, like,
I want to say one of my biggest memories about playing Destiny happens to be the raids, and a lot of the friends that I made along the way. VoG is my favorite raid, and when it came out, I was ecstatic. Again, happy Bungie Day to
those
everybody,
ones,
and hope everyone's having a great one.
You could
I'll
theme
see
those
you
off
soon.
around like Ikora, maybe.
But a better example would be Astro. What the fuck would we base an Astro globe off of from Destiny?
A ghost?
It's a ghost?
I don't know.
A traveler? I don't really know.
It would be. It wouldn't be perfect, but it'd be interesting. If not weapons, at least the look. Like, you know, maybe get like a crow outfit or a Cade outfit.
Hey everybody, I'm Tej, and I'm a Guardian. What makes me feel most like a Guardian is being able to be me.
We all choose to represent ourselves in different ways, and when you learn about someone's guardian and the legend that they've written for themselves, it teaches you something beautiful.
And like they could do it where
to create a space
Zer
online
is the one that shows up in
that
14.
People can just come as they are, and we can all just
Because he's
celebrate in this
you know
beautiful world
with
that
the
Bungie's
Dares of
created for us.
Eternity. It's him like
There's
you're like,
something
yeah,
really
I've been
amazing
to
about
other
being able to connect
dimensions.
with people through a shared interest, without
And
the
it kind of
fear
fits
or anxiety that
the
comes
aesthetic
with
of 14
thinking that you
more
have
than
to
any
be
other
something
character, I
you're not.
think.
Or thinking that you have to conform to a certain ideal or worldview in order to be respected or loved. So I hope that on this Bungie Day, we all can remember what it means to be a Guardian. We all can remember to rally around each other, to show the love, spread the good vibes, and push back the darkness. I'll see you out there.
In a world where you rescue heroes from other timelines and brawl worm gods with your bare hands, it's a battle of light versus dark, monsters versus metal, everyone versus Telesto, in a lore-rich universe with an abundance of adventure and exploration.
But that's not just why we play, is it? Believe me,
Yes, it is.
Nightmare hunts give me quite the
What?
adrenaline rush, but my Twitter mention
Really?
suggests you expect more. So, did you keep playing for the life-changing god rolls? Or the mile-high sparrow flying? The Nessus frogs? The day one raid nights
Nessus
with your
frogs.
friends where you spend 8 hours and still don't know what you're doing? The Nessus frogs? You must have had some inspiration, right? Probably the creators and streamers that helped you forget that time you dropped your pizza, cheese side down. Or was it the people creating
Right.
a Destiny universe of their own with stories, art, and literally dressing for the job they want? Maybe you're here for the intellectual discussion, or maybe you're here Maybe you're here for the Destiny creators you love so much, Bungie actually got one to do this video.
I'm not.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
what I'm trying to say is,
I'm not here for
Destiny 2
any
is so
content
much more
creator.
than the game we see in
I
trailers.
mean, you know,
While
no
many
lie or
joined for the
anything.
fantasy, we found a home amongst its people. And in the end game, we stayed for the discos, the DPS, the grenades, the bad bubbles, burgers, and tannics behind every corner. Trombone medleys, laser tag, tower names, yeehaws, the dings, the punts, the clutcher.
I don't know what this video is supposed to be here for, but if it's for the showcase, it's not for the community showcase.
I think it mentioned Solar Flare, who's a content
Thank you so much for joining us today. We are so excited to dive in and talk about just the kind of journey of being a massive Destiny and Bungie fan, and what that's like to go from massive fan to actually working at the company that we love so much. I want to learn about your journeys. How did you get started playing as a player, not as somebody who works here?
Oh, is that T-Rex on the right?
And kind of how has that relationship with the game evolved through the years? You know what? T, you and I, we've had many conversations, rich session. I want to hear from you, buddy.
Yeah, it's T-Rex.
So I'm playing the game for a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. And so, you know, as proof of my, you know, the D1 veteran status, I
is
have
he
my
wearing
raid
a
belt here
14
today.
hoodie at Destiny?
So,
At this thing?
This is my
Is that
rivalry crowd.
Australian hoodie?
On like screens and like screenshots.
When did you get it?
So that is the King's Fall World's first belt. Me and my 5 friends, we I say used to have it. I think we probably still have it.
Oh yeah, I knew he played
Like,
14. I watched some of his streams. That's probably, if he streams, that's what he's gonna be playing.
And showing off
outside of
stuff.
other games.
And for me, I always loved raiding just because like I'm a problem solver by heart. Like that's
well,
why
he
I
can't
love
stream
working here, 'cause what I
Destiny
do is I
anymore.
just kind of solve problems that are really complicated.
Yep.
That's really exhilarating. And now is very fun being able to watch others suffer for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Because it is exhausting. So if you are
I'm not a fan of how she words things in her tweets.
Drink water, stretch, don't die. Please, thank you.
Don't let that heart rate get too low.
I'm very much with Sam on this in terms of like the loving, the problem solving.
There's a reason I don't follow her.
I really fell in love with Destiny when I started reading, and that was like my moment where I was like, I grew up playing puzzle games and mystery games, and like I love those types of games, and to find that in Destiny and to find that same sort of like problem solving, but to do it with a team and to do it with your friends.
I'm on the same page.
Yeah.
I'm totally on the same page. Like the #1 story for me around that is definitely Deepstone. Deepstone, like I played all the way through Deepstone with my clan, which was amazing.
When you look back at the history of Destiny, there's so many moments like that, and I'm kind of interested on, is there any characters or story moments that really stick out to you from our history?
I feel like that's Destiny at its best, is like when you are learning from it. Like at least for me, I feel like the journey of Eris. From like D1 and being like, who are you? What are you doing here?
This is weird, chick.
Yeah, it's like
well,
super
mostly.
pretty,
Let's
go. Yeah, but I think like
she's
seeing
myth
where
to me, but
she is now, and then how she's like really helped everyone else. Like a lot of people. I'm a huge Zavala fan. I'm a Titan. It's just like in my blood. So like for me, like seeing Eris like help all of these different characters, seeing Zavala come from where he is, which a lot of people again.
On a brighter note,
like him that much.
T-Rex is wearing an Australian hoodie.
You know, a father figure who's trying his best for everyone. You know, when Cade died, right? I think like, you know, people were like, what?
I don't know.
Zavala, why aren't you doing this? XYZ. And then we got to learn more about him. So for me, Zavala is like,
I think they did. I think we just missed it.
Like that, his whole character arc, and then Eris and like her character arc. You're all insufferable to then like.
They already got one community manager. They don't really need to.
Narrative.
Kind of crazy.
Incredible.
Speaking to now and like through season 17, how Eris, she's.
Like, oh yeah, that is. Yep, I saw the back of his hoodie. That is 100% Astrologian.
Story and how she evolved to something where she's like, I had to learn how to deal with
sabbatical, isn't he?
On my own, and to see her evolve to a character that is like helping people go through their own grief. It's Bungie. What the heck? Like, how do you do this?
And how patient she was. Like the fact that like when Crow would stumble or Zavala would stumble, she'd be like, take a step back. Patience. Healing doesn't happen overnight. And
exactly.
I think what we've seen in the last couple of seasons of the incredible narrative team and just diving deeper into all of the characters, I think that's one of my favorite things that we've seen from the kind of expansion from where we started to where we're at now, is just that deeper dive.
They need also
kind of where we're going with things, and just like the more that we're going to be able to dive into and
community manager
hear characters'
Twitter
backstories
account.
And understand where they're coming from and what makes
Okay,
them.
I thought you said just an official. Yeah,
It just makes it more than just a shooter game. You have that additional aspect of these incredible stories that we all connect with in different ways. And it just makes it, it's the Bungie magic, it's the space magic, it's the thing that like
they could all have 2 accounts, a home one and then a Bungie one.
Makes sense.
It's called Glimmer Gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, how cool is it like that we're here now? And I'm kind of interested, like, knowing your long relationship.
Yeah, because Damage stopped doing Reddit.
And then
like I haven't heard him post in Reddit in a while.
That we love the most. How has that been?
I guess Cosmo was the one that was more Reddit, wasn't he?
What was that inspiration that drove you to be like, you know what? I'm gonna put my application in. We'll see what happens.
This is my first gaming studio for sure.
Yeah.
It's getting into Bungie is interesting because I always wanted to be.
Oh, okay, that's Brandon, and he's a
That's really
senior
where I started.
recruiter.
For Destiny specifically, I played it every day, but I never really thought of it as a place to work until Black at Bungie. And so I reached out to a bunch of people on LinkedIn and was asking a bunch of questions. I was like, hey, look. So it was really amazing.
When are they going to do White at Bungie? What?
The industry and get into Bungie.
Destiny for me was that was back when I was streaming for fun. It was just a hobby, but then it became just a lot more to me because it has all these things I love about games. I love RPGs and I love like the game feel of a Bungie game, right? When like you shoot that gun for the first time and it just feels good,
Space magic.
Space magic.
Space magic.
Like,
and I always play the wizard, so I played the warlock.
Because that's all I want to do. I just want to cast space magic in every game that I play. So to me, the game's a lot. Like it's kind of just it gave me a career. It gave me like guidance in life for finding a community that I really love. And how I'm absurdly thankful that I can be a part of the team and hopefully make the game better to hopefully have that kind of impact on somebody else.
They could take a character they haven't used in forever, Hawthorne, and make them like a community announcement character where you go and you're like, all right, I want to see what's up with Destiny without having to go to an external site or something.
And I immediately sent a message and connected, and I was like, I want to talk about these marketing opportunities. And now I'm here.
You're here. You love to see it.
So, just the fact that I'm sitting here, I'm just like,
you shot your shot, dude. That's what.
Do they still update the bugs known forum posts on their website?
You hear them throw that phrase around, and you're just
Oh, they do?
like,
Okay.
But what does it actually mean to shoot your shot? And it's like, no, it's like, you're not going to respond on Twitter. It's like
that's the other problem. Like,
even if you have those moments of doubt, even if you have that moment of fear,
they need to do a purge
if you're scared
of their forums,
the leap
or
maybe
make like the official post
role in gaming. So it was this
more
like,
accessible.
Huge leap to. I had been working in marketing for a long time, but I really wanted to make the switch to something that I'm really passionate about and something that I love, because I think that's what makes work so magical, is when you get to work on something you really care about and you really, really love and you feel passionate about. So that for me was the kind of thing that pushed me towards shooting my shot and taking my shot a couple years ago and making the switch over to Bungie, and it's been incredible. There's moments like this where it feels very surreal, where you're like, what is happening? This is very, very, just to have that, like, we all work at Bungie now, like we get to contribute to that thing that we all love so much, and that's incredible.
I'm sorry, but that's such a good point, because there's so many people that ask us like advice on how to get in, and I was rejected numerous times before finally.
And they kind of have something similar to that with Bungie Help, an official, Twitter.
They stop chasing that dream, because like this isn't my first gaming job.
I have
for almost 20 years. As
a
journalist, and it was really scary.
They are helpful for.
I felt like it was right. I kept applying for.
I've had one or two replies on some things I needed. It was with like the website or something like that. But so it was like a DM though. So like they're good for like that and like small things like, oh hey, but yeah, rarely do they post.
Put you through that interview process, and we.
I think Bungie Help should be where they post like the bugs they know about.
Wait, no,
because that kind of makes more sense.
This was made for me. Like this is what I was supposed to do. And it was funny because all of that trepidation that first week left, because I felt like it was family.
I'd like to think that Bungie gives space for that human condition, that human element. It's a place where I can feel like I can be myself. It's a place where I am being taken care of.
Got an hour and a
I'd like to
minute
think
before
that, you know,
I'm in
we're
the
not perfect,
store.
and there's things we can improve upon, but we try to talk about those things.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today. It was honestly so much fun just diving into your stories a little bit, not just like as devs and working on Bungie side, but as players before that and the journey into that. I'm really also excited for the upcoming showcase, so I'm gonna need you all to meet me. We're gonna do a blanket burrito, and we're gonna hunker down with some popcorn.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, the big problem was.
I'm excited.
Oh no,
Blanket burrito.
Okay. The real problem was it was a game mode that they never done in Destiny 2. And they stuck it with a big, like, a main focused, like, category.
That's what I want in Destiny. I want darkness.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they threw it to us, like, a season before, or if you know, like, a while back in, like, Labs mode, or, you know, or is that one that rotates through, to give people to play it and some feedback, and then throw into Iron Banner. That, you know, where they worked out a bunch of the bugs. That's what they should have done.
The Leviathan is back. The scythe.
Ooh, okay, 30 seconds.
He has given himself over to the witness.
That was hot.
Sir, are you okay? Oh, you look nasty.
What the freak? Is that the witness? Man, that's crazy.
All right. 10. Here we go. Oh my gosh. I'm on Twitch, right? I haven't got the drop down though for
Welcome,
it.
Guardians. So awesome to be here with you again.
Last time we got up here.
Well, yeah, but usually the drops have a little thing saying, "Hey, you've."
The Witch Queen and her majestic.
I'm gonna refresh my page.
Since.
I don't care. These guys are just talking.
You're gonna do a whole fucking recap, aren't you?
Yep, they 100% are.
Thank
That's
you. I
an
know.
ancient evil from a hive queen. So you could put it inside a grenade launcher.
And now you've been spending the past few weeks cleansing a
Subscriber only chat. Okay, well that's great.
In fact, the last year has been the best year we've ever had in the Destiny.
It's been subscriber at least since I started on Twitch, yeah.
And seeing this kind of reaction from our community, it's both humbling and inspiring.
Because our team here at Bungie, we're not just developers. We're also guardians. We're trying to build.
Oh, there it is. There's the drop down for drops. Okay.
And that's what brought each
Get
one of us here.
Star Birth Emblem by watching
Bungie,
Bungie play Destiny 2.
Bungie
Bungie 30 minutes and claim the reward. Keep it up. You're 97% away.
So, without further ado,
I had a little drop down in my above chat.
It's the beginning of the end.
And then, if not, you can go to.
Holy shit.
Oh my God. Is this
When they see this glorious end.
This is Callus's group. Oh hey, that's probably us. Okay, I like the bandana. Ew, I don't want to see Callus in a bathtub.
It's who they are.
Oh. Hello, who are you? A new race? Wait, I thought we killed the last of his kind. The Watcher. Or whatever it was. The Witness.
What they do.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we didn't kill. No, never mind. I was thinking of the other guy. Yeah, Bull was the last of his kind, wasn't he? Yeah, okay. That is the new super. Yep. Chandler read me the descriptions of the classes, and now I get to see. Oh my God, I'm effing Sub-Zero. Not Sub-Zero, Scorpio.
28th of February.
I've seen that thing 100 times now, and every time I see it, I still kind of get goosebumps.
Instantly, I had chills.
Okay, if I can't use that and like grab something and whip around with it like in that trailer, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Thematically, we really have been honing in on that kind of bombastic, big set piece approach.
It's gonna be over-the-top action, adrenaline pumping, like the whole time.
The collector's edition got
kicking
leaked.
off the conclusion to the Light and Dark saga, where we finally face down this foe that we've been anticipating.
I will look at that and see if I
want to
buy it.
It's pushing it to 11.
We've been hinting at this malicious force in the darkness that's been our enemy behind a lot of our conflicts. We revealed that enemy, we put a name on it and put a face on it, and that enemy is the Witness. And the Witness is coming with its newly empowered disciple, Callus.
Callus is really crash landing with a new and more powerful army than ever before. They've got new powers, they've got new armor, they've got tormentors to join their ranks that are going to be bigger and badder enemies than we've ever faced. Callus is taking that army that he's bringing with him to be the harbinger of the Witness's doom.
Do we get minions now? That's the one thing I know the Ghost is kind of that
everyone
minion,
is coming to
have
a last stand with Callus and the Witness to really avoid the next collapse, something that we've been trying to avoid ever since Destiny 1.
We see in the trailer that we're headed to Neptune, and on Neptune there's been this hidden city called Neomuna, where an alternate version of humanity has been blooming since the collapse.
Oh,
Neomuna is the capital city of Neptune. It's a giant metropolis that we were completely unaware existed until now. What's interesting and exciting to me about this place is that it's pristine, it's new. It's not like a lot of the places that we've explored previously in Destiny. Exploring that space is very, very cool.
There's so much new stuff to discover in Neomuna and in Neptune. And also I saw some new characters there. I'm really excited to get to know Cloudstriders and their story.
I'm sorry, that name is way too close to Cloudstrife.
Cloudstriders can be compared to Guardians. They're both protectors of a civilization that's potentially under threat. But Guardians were chosen. It's their duty to protect humanity. Cloudstriders have chosen to protect their people.
There's like an awesome opportunity for the Guardians to learn from the Cloudstriders and their way of living and their philosophy of life.
So we've got the newness of that city, the newness of the
an alien race
that we've never been aware of.
And
they're humans? Okay, I was thinking they were, but I was like,
this green
I'm really confused.
Energy. I wonder what that is.
right.
Strand is the new darkness power that we discovered here. Something that's unique about Strand, unlike any of these other powers we've ever had before. When you play through Lightfall, you are discovering this power for the first time. No one in the universe ever in the history of Destiny has used Strand before.
This is the Guardian discovering darkness on their own and learning how to shape it and manipulate it and use it against Callus and his forces.
All of those
and
action
have
movies
fun
coming
in the new urban environment of Neomuna. You are really going to have to prepare yourself for a wild ride.
We just got a glimpse of our new destination, Neomuna, our new foe, Callus and the Shadow Legion, paired with the Witness.
Yeah,
and
just like
a very
the
brief glimpse
people before us
Strand,
did that with
but
Light.
That's just barely scratching the surface of what this release has to offer.
No, but we still had to harness
we've
it
just
and
seen
shape
in that
it into
trailer
what we use it
is
now.
just the tip of the iceberg, and we've got a whole lot more we're excited to show you coming up.
Last year, we wanted to return to our studio's roots in creating some of the best shooter campaigns in the industry.
That's been our legacy since Halo, and we tried to push that front and center in The Witch Queen.
And it's about more than just guns, but creating an adventure in a handcrafted world full of surprises. Then, we added the Legendary campaign option, because great combat needs to challenge you to test your gun skill, your tactics, and your build crafting.
And we heard loud and clear that you want more of that. In fact, 2 out of every 3 players that completed the Witch Queen campaign did it on Legendary.
You tested yourself against the Witch Queen in our Lucent Hive and rose to that challenge. And then you let us know it was one of the best shooter experiences that we've ever made.
So with Lightfall, we want to push that even further. We want to give you the best Bungie action experience that we can create with the brand new Lightfall campaign.
Lightfall is going to change the way that our players move, fight, and explore
everywhere in Destiny.
Neptune is this fantastic destination, the capital city of Neomuna. It's a really fun place to explore. And
oh my god, my
bright neon metropolis. There's a harbor, office buildings, an arcade.
But are they
this
usable?
This is a city that we've made, and using Strand to traverse through it and explore it, it's going to be so exciting.
There's some places that once you whip out that
yeah,
grapple
good.
Hook, you're going to be able to explore.
We got a hook shot!
That you couldn't before.
Look at that up there. I wonder if I can grapple to there. I'm going to be a kid in a candy store.
They probably.
It's not a city that
they'll probably
is
tell
collapsed.
us. There's probably going to be some like
that
barrier that we have to get through.
Neptune now has to deal with the cloak being pulled back and then being revealed to the world and are now central of the conflict.
Callus has taken his capital ship and just like planted it right down in part of the city, and it's Cabal-occupied territory. It's a city under siege.
Again.
You've got this infiltrator vibe at times where you feel like a tactical team going into a skyscraper. You're dealing with Cabal roadblocks and patrols all throughout the city. The Shadow Legion, they provide that like characteristic Cabal brute strength,
and they have
all
new
about
abilities.
Like volatility and power, and they've been enhanced now by Pyramid technology. They have these suppression devices.
No, I don't like the sound of that.
Take away some of your abilities, and then they fight alongside these terrifying new Pyramid units called Tormentors.
Oh, that's
as part
ugly.
of his discipleship to the Witness, Callus has been upgraded, and so the Tormentors that they've brought in are these impossibly huge, unstoppable behemoths.
Oh, man,
they wield
sick.
scythes. They can attack from a distance. They can bring you in close. They can drain your very life force from you. They are basically embodiments of terror.
They teased us with last season. Now they're giving the scythe to the enemy.
Your stomach drops. You're like, okay, I'm playing through. I'm having fun. I'm popping heads, doing this thing, and then boom, there it is.
We've got all the new stuff going into the game. Strand, Tormentors, Shadow Legion, a cool new environment. These are all a great setting for a new Legendary campaign, and we're still making sure that we go through and we tweak and tune and we balance the encounters.
I'm gonna give it
challenging level of difficulty.
3 months until the community complains about it, about the new super being overpowered in PvP.
It was the first time we had done that sort of elected difficulty where you could really test your
I mean, I'll give it a week that they complain about it, but I'm giving it about a month or two before they actually do something about it.
We're still gonna have that higher reward tier, and we still want to make sure that you get that inside track towards being raid ready.
Well, they started a little bit sooner, but nothing major before that 6 months.
Putting in the details and making this whole release come alive and continue to surprise and delight players. I am so excited to get this out.
Lightfall is unlike anything players have seen before in Destiny, and it's another step that sends you hurtling to the conclusion of the Light and Dark saga.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about the super. Yeah, he's back!
Come on. Amazing.
I'm super excited to dive into Strand.
Give us more, Dave.
All the new stuff that we just saw.
Strand, like Stasis, is a power from the darkness. Unlike our light abilities, which are all about creation.
I'm Doflamingo from One Piece.
More about consciousness.
Strand is psychic energy that forms this extra dimension, this sort of matrix that connects everything together, connects all living beings and all minds. And you, the Guardian, are sort of gaining the knowledge and gaining the power to peer into this alternate psychic universe and begin to pull at these threads and tug at these wires that are connecting all of these living beings.
When Guardians learn how to use Strand, it's almost like this third eye opens up. It's about peeling back the curtain of reality, taking those connections and then weaving them into new
Yeah, no, I was right. It's like we got to create this new power and we just become like, you know what, I've been watching all these action movies, let's put it all together.
We can use it for our benefit, whether it's through movement or through damage.
Strand has a grappling hook. Since you're seeing into this cosmic web, you are able to grapple at any point because the cosmic web even if there's not an object there, it will hook on to that web and pull.
I know that's
forward.
pretty.
It's just
I better be in the game.
Level, putting that Destiny spin on it.
Yep. The grappling hook initially started as part of the Hunter's Kit, right? They're all about fluid movement, rapidly traversing space, and being very agile. But as we were developing,
the new raid, I don't even want to think about how they're going to make the jump puzzles with this new
class, right? So we made the call to expand this super cool new ability across all 3 classes.
Yeah,
on the
I
design
was
side,
kind of worried about
we
that.
wanted to come up with how each of the classes interpreted this additional psychic dimension, like in their own way, right? So the Warlock, they're the telekinetic master of Strand. So they're going to be able to telepathically reach into the Strand dimension, pull matter out, and weave it into this big barrage of these Strand missiles. Wherever they land, these missiles are actually going to unravel, sort of reweave themselves into a new form.
With the Titan, you're able to weave these claws and do an area of damage around you, spinning and slashing.
Oh.
The super I think I'm most excited for is the Hunter Rope Dart super. The Hunter does a flip and weaves these strands into this rope dart and is swinging it as they're kind of moving around. The first time I saw that, even in its kind of like rough state, it just blew my mind. We've learned a lot from creating our other subclasses, and we've taken those learnings about combat, about movement, about build crafting. We've put that all into Strand, and I'm so excited to see where players take it once it's out there in the wild.
Destiny is a game that gets even better when you play with your friends. We want to create communities that are welcoming, inclusive, and that let you bring your old friends and make new ones. And since last year, over 5 million new Guardians have joined our ranks.
We believe that there are still millions more of your friends that would love to play Destiny with you. And the things that you want to see us improve in Destiny are also exactly what's going to make it easier to convince your friends to come and check out the game.
It should be easier to create custom, incredible builds. Easier to find people to play with. Easier to swap from being that boss-melting, storm-chaser-wielding, falling star juggernaut
we
right
haven't
into that ultimate yeehawing.
Haven't heard about any old destinations coming back.
Rampart-crutching sentinel.
And if none of what Joe just said makes sense to you,
yeah, I mean, it's still
fix
possible
that
to be
too.
announced, but
Because it's not about removing the depth that makes Destiny so great. It's instead about allowing everyone to dive deeper with ease.
Right?
The changes we're making to make Destiny easier to come into, changes to how you build your characters.
Oh, loadouts.
Changes to how you see what there is to do.
About
and what
fucking
there is
time.
To accomplish. And in the year ahead, we're actually making it easier to form groups in Destiny so you can go and do some of the greatest content that Destiny has to offer.
All the teams are working together to
LFG.
build this experience, and so that's what's really exciting.
We keep on hearing from players like, hey, unless I have a friend to play with, I don't know what to do. And so what we're trying to give them is like, hey, here's a path to follow. Guardian ranks are basically like a knowledge ladder. We actually progress you through 11 ranks, and it's really like heavily focusing on like, exposing players to all the systems of Destiny.
At some point, the story about you as a Guardian involves other Guardians and what they think about you. That is just a whole new dimension of your journey through Destiny that we've never really explored before. When you show up in the tower and you see that person who's at one of the highest ranks, you're going to know that you're looking at a player who's actually really demonstrated mastery of many of the different activities in Destiny, not just from our perspective, but from the perspective of other players. Some of the higher Guardian ranks will actually be asking for you to step up, to actually rise to the occasion and prove to other Guardians that you are a strong player and a strong leader.
A lot of people have groups they already play with.
So
but
it's
this will really
literally
provide
a Destiny tracker built into the game. Yay!
Helping other people learn the game, but also provide more people to play with on a regular basis.
In the year of Lightfall, we're going to actually be investing in building a looking for group system in Destiny itself. You'll be able to look for other players. You'll be able to find groups that are looking for players.
I'm so excited.
Okay, so that's
about
not.
being
I don't
think
think that's coming out with Lightfall.
Coming year
I think that's going to come out later.
It can be really hard to get through some of the
because the wording on that was a
solo,
little bit
and
different
making
than
it
the
so
other
much
one.
easier to find people to play with is just going to make getting into Destiny and doing the awesome content so much easier.
Yeah, and They'll be able to say, this is a player who I can trust to lead me through the new raid. I want to join their group. Or they can say, these are players who are new to the activity. I want to take them for that first raid because that'll be a great experience for them and a valuable experience for me. As
I better get a crown to put over my head.
Players come together and understand each other better when they've never met before. It's going to make the game so much more social, and I think that it's going to really make Destiny players feel like they're on one team.
So commendations is a feature that you'll experience towards the end of an activity. So you end the activity now and you get to see the screen that has all the people you played with. You can click on one of the Guardians and choose what experience you had with them. So like, were they a good team player? Were they fun to play with?
There's no better way to actually show how good a person is as a
love
teammate
not getting
or as a
commendations
leader
for doing
than
shit
to
I
have
should be
other
doing.
players say, this person's a great teammate, this person's a great leader. It's really a system that's designed to let players show appreciation for each other.
Also, using the commendation system, people are going to be able to say like, hey, this person as a good leader, and looking at the Guardian rank system, they have a lot of experience. It's going to be, oh, that's the person
I hate it
want
in
to
League
help
and
me
I hate
get
it
through
here.
this hard content that I've been struggling with.
Social games
This
like
is
Destiny
not-
give you
they
an
think they're
opportunity
doing
to really
something
connect
great,
with
but
other
this is not
people
gonna go the way I
and
think
do
it's gonna
things
go.
together and get to know each other. And with a system like LFG, you're making it so that more people can get that experience started than ever before.
Both the loadout screen and the mod manager are completely new features.
The mod manager is meant to make build construction Destiny a lot easier.
We all love our fashion game.
Mod
fashion
manager,
game's
so
amazing.
we're-
And so we're going to take what we did for the fashion game
Might
and
use
we're
for
bringing it to
Fallout
the
4.
Buildcraft game. There's going to be one screen where you can go to and do your entire loadout for your character. It's going to be amazing.
So you'll be able to save the build that you've put together as a loadout and then switch between those things as you're going from activity to activity.
Yeah, I feel like with the new release of Destiny and the commendation system mixed with Guardian ranks, we're giving players even new aspirations. It isn't going to be just about power level. It won't just be about gear. It's also going to be about that Guardian rank. It's going to be about those commendations. It's all the ways that we're bringing players together.
Or make it, I don't know.
So today, we are also launching a brand new season of Destiny 2. And as we've evolved our seasons over the years, we've learned a lot. And I think we've been able to deliver some amazing character moments and events for the community.
Right.
We're long past the era of content drops. Instead, there are exciting story and events happening in Destiny almost every week, year-round. And we're not slowing down.
Each season, we want to keep raising the bar for narrative experiences in any live game. We want to keep pushing to create unexpected adventures.
Hey, I'm wearing
We wanna
I'm wearing
make
that
every
same shirt.
season of Destiny unique. And we want to keep listening
But mine's
and
got my
learning
name on
from
it.
you, the Destiny community, so that we can create the strongest seasons of any live service.
Because the witness is coming. And if we want to survive, we need a crew. We need to enrich our defenses. If you're feeling surly, maybe even loot our enemies.
We may even need to find a captain to join us on our next adventure in the Season of Plunder.
Season of Plunder, alright. I already knew that.
Aramis has broken free. The old crew is now really under her command.
I've read about them. What is the human word?
Pirates. The full vanguard should be rallied to deal with these outlaws.
Yuck, ew.
Well, anchors away.
I know we always could.
What happens when they crush Spider? Hope you've got ammunition, Guardian.
I gotta listen to his voice again.
Time to blow this rickety barge.
Yeah, I don't like Spider. There might be aspects of it, but I don't think we're going completely back. Yeah, this looks like new.
You got the goods, Guardian.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah. Well, pirate, you know. That's our booty. I'm so excited for the new update on the Arc. Oh my god, that Arc staff throw. Yeah.
Sorry, getting a little swept up in all this adventuring.
I'm a little sad that we're not seeing Pirate Mara, because that's what her original design was. She was gonna be a pirate queen.
What are you most excited about for Season of Plunder?
Pirates.
Being a terrible system.
This season we said, what if we just go to the stars and dig up buried treasure?
We are unearthing a lot of mysteries and secrets. We're swashbuckling onto enemy spaceships. And then we're also learning a lot of things about some of our favorite characters.
We're gonna have
we don't have a rapier as our weapon.
Season of Plunder kicks off with Aramis being freed from her icy prison. She's collected old, fallen crews of pirates and rogue cabal together in order to hunt down mysterious relics and treasures.
It's time to meet your end.
So Guardians are tasked with stopping Aramis from collecting these relics. And in order to do that, you have to create your own crew of shady dealers and backroom brokers.
Drifter, Mithrax, Ido, and Spider are going to be helping you.
Anchors away. Ready when you are, Captain.
That's
this is
the
like
beginning
I
of
don't
Season
say
of Plunder.
this is a
what
big
you're going to be doing is forming a
tone
pirate crew
shift
of your
from
own.
this last
You're
season.
going to fill it with different crew members that you can recruit over the course of the season.
Oh, I know, but it's just like
personal
tone-wise, like it was very serious and moody, and now it's like, we're pirates and we're having a joyous old time. Right?
This season, we have multiple brand new activities coming that will really give you a sense of being on a pirate adventure. One of the mainstays of this season is a new 6-player offensive called.
And how's that reward? Do we get 2 chests instead of 1?
For the catch with the big mainsails on it, I just said, "Oh my God, this is gonna be a fun season."
Just like seeing Catch Crash through the different iterations, like fighting on the deck of the ship.
You get to become your own ammunition and launch yourself from a cannon to the other ship, and you are the weapon, so you're gonna go mess them up.
The second big activity we have coming this season is called Expedition. You're going to be guiding a massive
Hey, you know what? There's 2 new events.
Buried, hidden pirate treasure,
so
and you're going to have to be fending off
more
of
than
all these pirate
last
crews
season.
trying to protect their holds.
I mean, we did get a dungeon,
and then our final new activity coming this season is what we're calling pirate hideouts.
We have so many different little maps that you can piece together fragments of this season, and they lead you to the lair of the pirate lord.
Oh, I didn't get that one.
These are their caves where they're hoarding all of their amazing treasures and their mysterious relics.
These relics are mysterious objects of dark power, and they're all over the system. We don't know exactly what it is they do yet, but if Aramis is trying to collect them, it's nothing good.
Taking the opportunity to line the Arc 3.0.
You know what would be icing on this cake if they announced, and where are you going to store all this booty?
Simple Arc weaponry and the Arc shielded captains. It feels right with that release.
Back, or
almost like we
2.0.
planned it.
Arc is a damage type that's about proximity, right? It's about going fast up into your enemy's faces and deleting them. It's the damage type for people that want to hold W. You don't want to retreat.
Unbridled aggression to the max.
Hunter is really about close range action, being fluid and dynamic and agile, evasive. So we're going to give Arc Hunter a new super. We call it Gathering Storm, where you summon your Arc Staff, twirl it above your head, and then launch it out, and then it will embed into the ground.
Or enemy?
Into bosses or mini bosses or champions and jolt them. Like a big lightning strike will strike the staff and overcharge it. And while that staff is overcharged, it'll start Tesla coiling little lightning bolts out at nearby enemies. Warlock is kind of this elemental conduit. You are a class that will turn yourself into lightning. You will create things out of lightning. Previously, we had this exotic armor piece called Getaway.
Yeah, that dash looks
where
pretty
you
cool.
consume your grenade and it'll make a what we call a sentient arc soul that fires faster and does more damage as a result.
Oh,
so we decided to roll that into base arc soul behavior. Anytime you are amplified, any arc soul you have from any source will become the supercharged version that will fire off just rapid fire bolts.
Titan's about being this unstoppable freight train. It's about this constant movement. So we gave Titans a new movement option, something that we felt like is going to be competitive in this new environment of air dodges and air slams. That's a new ability called Thruster. And it's all in first person. It's all very much in the heat of the moment. You see it happen. Its whole property is like rush down or getaway. It's a movement tool to the max. There's going to be this new melee ability called Thunderclap, which is like an amazing thing where he like charges his fist, all super flashy. It's our first ever charge melee, so you hold down the button, and as that cocks back and charges up, you'll end up doing more damage and getting a little bit more range.
It is, isn't it? Oh, that's cool.
Speaking of like the whole goal of deleting things, I believe in PvP a full charge is a one-shot kill.
It is, oh yeah.
It's a little skillful to like pull off because you're gonna have to really.
But you have to, but to get the full charge, you have to sit for like
a while. The whole through line with Arc is like it really isn't that complicated.
It depends. If it's 5 seconds,
hit hard,
that might be okay.
And stay alive.
That's.
What I'm most excited about in Season of Plunder is that this is really a season that has a sense of adventure. Yeah. You're exploring the system, you're looking for pirate treasure, pirate relics. You're seeing the world evolve in a way we haven't done before.
I love that with the activities in the season.
I'm not a fan of the
really hard into the
lion.
Fancies. I love that we have your own
can't like paint job on it.
You're tracking down buried treasure.
I've never been a fan of that style.
Pirate leaders in their caves.
The interesting thing about Destiny is we're not just a fantasy game or a sci-fi game. We're kind of a blend of both. We take inspiration when we say pirates. It's
dude, I was a little excited there. They said you gotta have a captain, a crew, something like that. I'm like, are we getting like an actual clan? Like, please? And I was like, oh wait, no, we're talking about the season, right? Okay, never mind.
The pirate adventure and. But let's also make it so that new players coming in can actually.
Oh my God! What is that armor?
Get started. Gift of the Thunder Gods is a starter kit. It's a set of armor. It's a Thunderlord exotic weapon.
Please.
So jump in, join your friends, set sail.
We gotta get the catalyst for that weapon.
Crew today in Destiny.
It does have intrinsic overlord.
It does. Ah, the raid.
Oh my God! What a surprise!
Right.
I have not seen this.
I mean, looks so. Oh, the armor. Oh, I forgot how good it looks. They were probably gonna be redoing them. Oh, my drop. I got my drop. They had some decent rolls. Though I remember the pulse rifle was godly. Oh yeah. The LMG was pretty good. I want that ring. I bet you have to. I bet you'll have to.
Return to Destiny.
Yeah.
Oh,
actually,
I hope it's not a
was
day
the
one.
First thing I got to work on at Bungie. And I'm thrilled that a whole new generation of Guardians will get to experience this refreshed and reloaded showdown with the Taken King.
So, we've shown you Lightfall. We've shown you the new damage type, Strand. We've shown you some of the deeper changes to the game that we're going to be making throughout the next year. But we have one more thing that we are excited to announce today.
Destiny is coming to the Epic Games Store.
Yep.
Today.
Epic has been an absolutely fabulous partner to work with. They love Destiny.
Don't make me have to watch it through the game.
And we are just huge fans of what they've been doing in the social game space. When we first started working with Epic, we sat down and talked about the impact that their games have had on us. And they had a bunch of the same stories for us.
They shared stories about playing the Vault of Glass and how much they enjoy the social experiences in Destiny.
Oh yeah,
I got to talk about the summer of Fortnite Chapter 1, Season 5, when my whole family was laser focused, taking turns in the island to unlock Drift.
In addition to launching all of Destiny 2 on the Epic Games Store today, for the next week, if you download the game on Epic, we will give you the 30th anniversary for free. If you haven't earned your Gjallarhorn yet, or you haven't played the Grasp
I own it
Dungeon,
already, but
come to the Epic Games Store and you can jump in for free.
We want to welcome all these new Guardians with a celebration. One that stretches a little further than the last city.
I wonder how much these are going to cost.
Right.
Oh, God.
Oh. Joins the game. Are this in... Oh, okay, so we got... Oh, I know. What the... Okay, why is he in there? What the fuck? I'll probably play some Fall Guys to get that armor. I'm not playing Fortnite. I don't give two shits about Fortnite.
few years ago, we shared our plans.
Where's
the Light
the
and Dark
Fall
Society.
Guys
This journey, years in the
outfit for
making,
Destiny?
is coming to an end. Since we started charting our own course,
That little ghost
we've
shell's a
been
Fall Guy.
building this story across 5 years of expansions since the first pyramid ship emerged in Shadowkeep when we first spoke.
Oh yeah, that's right. Lightfall was the last one that was shown off.
Across Beyond Light, the Witch Queen, and coming up in Lightfall in the final shape, we're building towards a climactic collision between the powers of light and dark.
We've also been working on the Destiny engine behind the scenes, preparing our technology and our game to last for many,
I mean, it's always going to be inevitable. It's like you have to.
Destiny 2 is not going anywhere, and neither are your expansions. We want this story, since we first communed with the darkness on the moon, to be fully played.
I think D3 would be a good time after.
And we're happy to announce today
Clash.
that we are not planning to sunset any more expansions. We
Wait.
want the Destiny universe to grow, and we're going to continue to do everything that we can behind the scenes to keep that possible within our game engine.
But enough about the distant future. Let's talk about today, the best day all year to jump into Destiny.
Yes, because if you're
I
looking
like
to catch
every
up,
time he's done talking,
right
he
now,
like readjusts his shoulders
are
every
free to
fucking
play
time.
for this entire week.
He
on
is
every platform.
so uncomfortable.
Right now, Season of Plunder is live, and the Helm's got a set of supercharged art gear for anyone looking to catch up on the fun.
Destiny is live on the Epic Games Store.
So they said all
You
the
can download it
old
for
X
free,
packs are free.
and
Are
you
they
can get
bringing
the
them
30th
back?
anniversary pack as your welcome gift.
And if you liked what you saw about the future, right now, pre-orders for Lightfall are live on all platforms.
Okay.
And anyone who purchases the annual pass gets the exotic auto rifle Quicksilver Storm today.
Today is a perfect day to play Destiny.
So we'll see you in game.
All right. All right, now collector's edition. Ooh. Yeah. Here's the trailer for it. Yeah. I got.
What is the human word?
Pirates. I'm surprised they didn't say no.
Yeah.
Oh, hell, we're getting Destiny stuff before.
For Fall Guys, I think they're just gonna be added to the game. You gotta play it and earn it. That's usually how that game works. I don't see it on the store page, on the list. It's not up yet.
They do that is who they are.
Okay, let's click on Destiny and the features. No, not anymore.
It's not up yet.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Well, that's fun. Because the system went down for maintenance, it's no longer registering whether you're doing on Twitch. A good thing it goes till 1:30.
Oh, is this thing just gonna keep? Is it just gonna keep up until 1:30, and so people can earn the drop?
Yeah, I also got
Yeah, I got mine.
minutes before it's there.
All right. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. That was a showcase. I'm super excited. So yeah. All right. Bye, guys. Remember, stay safe out there and have a beautiful tomorrow. All right. Bye.